Hi, Star Potts here from Dreamweavers, and I'd like to talk with you briefly about some ways that you can help your nervous system restore its connection and a sense of safety. You know, in these times of the coronavirus, there is a tendency to feel like we're under threat because there's this unknown sort of amorphous threat that is a virus. So it's not even like we can orient to what it is that we're needing to protect ourselves from because there's no identifying it. It could be anywhere. And so that kind of leaves us on edge, that's a really normal response to an abnormal situation. So I'd like to give you just a little simple thing that you can do at any time of the day, wherever you are, that can help your nervous system to just come down and not so much to relax, although it might, but really just to even out so you're not in a heightened stress response, because that's sort of how we're hardwired to be when there's a potential threat involved. And so, so that we're not on guard 24/7, especially when we have times when we really are safe, we may just not be noticing it. So I'm just going to lead you through a very quick piece that we've talked about in other videos, but is even more applicable now. And that is orienting. So if you can just for a moment notice the surface that's holding you. If you're standing, notice the floor under your feet. Notice the bones of your leg that's holding up your frame, and the earth that's underneath you. If you're sitting, you might notice the surface that's supporting you, or if you're lying down, so that you begin to feel the support that's there. And just taking a few moments just to breathe into that and allow that to register. So that's that sense of really getting what supports are there that sometimes we don't even pay attention to. And then to bring your awareness to each of your senses. So the first one we're going to explore is just vision. So whatever your level of vision is, just begin to look around your space and find what your eyes are drawn to that feels comfortable, or begin to notice where the edges of your vision are, so that you might, if you're in a room, notice the corners, and then notice where the ceiling meets the wall, and then notice where that corner of the wall meets the floor. And just take some time to take that in on one side of you, and then on the other side. And if you're outside, you can notice what the colors are, what your surrounding looks like, so that your system has a chance to really register whether there's danger happening or not. Of course, if you're in a dangerous situation, then your system is going to want to respond. But very often we're not in dangerous situations, and we want to make sure that registers so that our system has a breathing space. So just noticing that. And now shifting to noticing the sounds that are around you. You might notice the hum of an appliance, or the sound of a breeze, or if it's raining, the raindrops, or the breath of a pet that might be sleeping near you, or the sound of your own breathing. And just begin to take in that awareness. And let your body register that. And now turning your attention to the tactile, noticing the feel of your skin, the sensation of clothing on your skin, just finding where your edges are. You might even be rubbing your arms so you can begin to get this container that is your body, that in this moment might be relatively safe, so that you can begin to let yourself notice that. It's so important. And then just check back in with yourself and see what's changed. And it might be that you've noticed that there is a change, that your whole system has come down a few notches. Or it might be that you're just a little bit less on edge, all of which would be good news. And if you'd still like to have a little bit more connection, then let your eyes or your ears go to something that you feel really drawn to, that feels pleasant. And let yourself revel in that. So this is a simple way of beginning to bring yourself out of a threat response cycle that is a normal response to an abnormal situation, and bring yourself into the present moment. So I hope that little tip has been helpful, and that you can use that wherever you are, whenever you feel like you just need a little bit of extra grounding and containment and orientation, which are all what's in us that we know how to get safe. So until the next time, I wish you well, and I wish you ease. Take care. Bye-bye for now.